Alicia, Ida, coming on shift. Hello, it's me, Ida. How are you all doing today? Hello. Hi. Hello. Hello. But yeah, how are you all doing this fine Sunday? Ni hao. Hi. Are you dying? Don't die on us. Don't die. But yeah, guys, I came back from comicon. I came back. I got 2 packets of Pokemon cards. I'm going to have a couple packs of Pokemon cards. And it was lots of fun. I was wrestling. I saw lots of cool stuff. Hi, bro, hi. And I met Starion. I met the voice of a Starion today. It was lots of fun. Let me show you guys. Ta-da! I met him today. Yeah, it was lots of fun. He was really nice. It was kind of like, I asked, and he's like, Are you wanting a selfie, darling? Oh, yeah, I actually do this thing. I have a picture of a character that I do a voice for. Could you take a picture with that? Oh, I don't know what that means, but of course. Hi! I picked up a picture. It was like, oh, you did a voice of this name. I'm like, yeah. And I took pictures like, oh, that's wonderful, dear. But you know what the first words out of his mouth were to me? Besides, hello, may I shake your hands? He was like, oh, so how'd you get in the wheelchair? What's wrong with you? I'm not even joking. His first words to me was, how'd you get in the wheelchair? What happened? What's wrong with you? Oh, I have chronic fatigue syndrome. I don't know what that is. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, we got along very well. Very direct. It was fine. We were very direct. It was all good. Got along very well. It was short, sweet, but direct to the point. He was very nice, very kind. The voice of Shadowheart was there too. And the voice of Will. And the voice of Isabel. And the voice of, I forgot her name. Oh, Baldur's Gate was there. No Lizelle. She was supposed to be there, but she cancelled on the last minute, sadly. She had things to do. She had other things to do. But it was lots of fun. Hello. But yeah. Very cool. Very nice. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know what we're gonna play today though. I'm not in the mood for like anything fast and bangy. I was thinking I could try just a wee bitty. Oh, this. Let me Hololive Treasure Mountain. Ta-da! Updated the category. Excuse me. Update the category. And so if you need to give a little refreshy, that's absolutely fine. Yeah. let's try. I have it set up in order of smallest boobs to biggest boobs. And my favorite members. I picked my favorite members of Hololive, and I've ranked them from smallest boobs to biggest boobs. This is my lineup. I feel like Raura's boobs are bigger than Marine's, right? I'm just taking guesses. I'm literally taking guesses. I know they have them listed in centimeters and stuff, but I looked, and this is by my scientific eyes. Two Mokoko together. Oh, wait. Bibu. Do na nga. Make a polka. I do have a system. My favorites. My favorites, and I had to stare at their boobs. Oh, how dare I. Oh, 2 Subarus! 3rd Subaru. Polka. Ha! I wonder if I can, like, smush them together. Oh, it doesn't matter. There's a Narissa. Narissa? Ah! Shiori! Huh. It's just because Narissa's been going over into everybody's Twitter in the past couple days and being like, I want you. And then she goes into the other Hollow members and she's like, so-and-so, so-and-so, I need you. So-and-so, so-and-so, I want you. So she's going around cheating on all the girls recently. I've only ever managed to get the biggest one once. You have to have, when it comes to the achievements here, what the main achievement is you set one of them to the biggest one and you create them. Like, you actually set it and create one, and that's all the achievements. So I did have Noelle as the top highest boobie because, well, it was true. But then Noelle has the biggest boobies in all of Hololive besides Sana, but that's because Sana's the size of Jupiter. And Sana's not on this. So I got Noelle, and then I changed to Raura. Raura. I don't understand Polish, and I don't know what you mean about send to email. Hi, Dawn! Sana Sag. I know, I love Sana. Sana's the size of Jupiter. But yeah, how are you today, Dawn? Welcome and happy Sunday. Angustarian gave me a cold. Ah! There. Boom! Had so many people walk into me today, though. Like, a guy literally went out of his way. Like, he saw me coming, and then he saw me, and then he walked directly towards me, and, like, the moment that we were about to collide, he just, like, took a step to the side. It was so weird. Another person in costume, like, literally walked into the side of me and their penis touched my elbow. Bang! They don't care. Honestly, people's reactions to people in wheelchairs really, like, just they don't give a fuck. I've had people like step over me before. Nobody stepped over me today. Just a couple people went out their way to like really. Another person was looking at a stall and then they walked in front of me and their backpack nearly smacked me in the face. I'm like, yeah, they were. But no, he just kept walking and his penis was touching me. Blech. Seems that for people with mobility scooters, they take up a large footprint, but people seem to not notice until right on top of them. I'm not sure about mobility scooters. I don't have. I've never really used the mobility scooter. The stepping over me happened when I was in a manual wheelchair. They would literally just step over me. They never. I don't think they can step over on the motorized one. Well, they could. They would just really be assholes. What do you mean I had to come back? What did I say a minute ago? I'm a wheelchair user and people were walking into me all day today. And this person in full-on get-up just continued to walk into me. So, like, I'm sitting here in my wheelchair, right? My hand is on the maneuver stick, right? And they keep walking directly into the side of me as I'm, like, they're coming at me from the side. So the hand that is on the lever to move. And then they just continue to walk. They feel the chair. And then they just stand there. And I'm like, excuse me. And their dick is just, you know, it's covered by their costume or whatever. But I can feel that's a penis. That's a penis. And it was against my elbow. I should have really elbowed them. I mean, it's a good chair, right? Yeah! I can't go to conventions without a chair. That's far too big for me to walk around in. I should have. They would have moved then. Yeah, probably. But yeah, welcome in, cuffs. Oh. Yeah, they were kind of rude. Funniest thing was Astarion was the nicest one. Oh, Astarion was very nice to me. Also, is a Commander Solo alien on Star Trek. He was really nice to. I watched some wrestling. It was fun. There was loads of other people in wheelchairs too, though. So it wasn't too bad. All the PC games were taken up, though. I might have stayed longer if I had have got a PC. There was PCs for you to play. Could you imagine if I... Haggis leaves house! Goes to convention. Plays PC. I didn't even feel like much though, you know? It wasn't even like a fun surprise. It was just like, that's a penis! Twist the bruise, make one aqua. Penis thing really left an impression. I don't want penises around me, let alone feeling one on my elbow. It's more unwanted dick. Like, don't walk into me and place your dick on my elbow. Like, it was sitting on my elbow. Blech. oh. Maybe you're so small. No. No, I don't trust any of these. And I'm fucked up real bad. Yeah, I was watching wrestling and this guy, after one of the matches, he came walking around. Oh my god, he had the biggest handprint on his chest. Like, it was full. I have to do it again. They had full on handprint where they got slapped in the chest. Crazy. What? Polka, it's not Polka, that's Pekko. Subaru, let's have Luna there. Bijou, Luna, Mokoko. See, I really put into the thought of whose boobs were which size, because Polka and Polka and Luna have very similar sized boobs. That was really difficult for me to make a decision. And then Hachama and Shiorin, they have really similar sized boobs too. So that really took a lot of looking to figure out. Whoa. Boom. Trying another one here. Bibu. Suburu. Yes. Yes. But no, I saw lots of cool things there, and yeah, it was actually pretty decent. There was a couple of halls, lots of things, but really not many Pokemon cards. It was difficult to find. I thought there would be more Pokemon cards, but maybe there's still issues. Oh, yeah, I got 2 packs of Pokemon cards and I opened up a Ninetales Holo EXE. It's so cool! Oh! Oh, oh! Oh, oh! Ah, dang it. There. Wow! We got Fuwawa! Go. That one. You're right there. Go beside her. You're like right there. Just touch her. Dang it. Oh, 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 oh. Maybe. Oh! I don't know. Oh, I'm hoping we can get one. Oh, there's another one. Oh, oh, oh. Mokoko. Subaru turns into Aqua. And Aqua turns into Polka, so put them there. Dang, not much there. Ah! Oh! Oh, there's 3 of them! Come on. Somebody! Yes! Mogogo. I just want to try and get 1 Raora. That's what we're aiming to do, is get 1 Raora. That Mugoko Peko Subaru Subaru Peko 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 Bibu Subaru. Oh my goodness. Okay. And there's a Mokaku kinda in there. There's a Bibu there. Oh. There's an aqua. I keep saying aqua because of the hair color. Luna! But there's that one there. Oh my god, no, don't trust any of it. Oh. Mimu! It's getting so big. Stay. Maybe it's down here. So many polkas! Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get it. No! Dang it! Agamatsuri! No. Do not ruin my arrangement. Oh. Yeah, this game is awful. Well, awful in the sense of it's difficult. It's like, do you guys remember the Suika game? Where you had to make watermelons? It's like that, but 3D with HoloLive. HoloLive. Whoa! Go. Oh. See. In here. A big yawns. Mokoko. Yeah, I couldn't really sleep last night either. I did really bad. It's another thing, it's just part of my anxiety. Can't sleep if I know I've got something going on the next again day, and it was so restless. So even though it's probably not going to be too long a stream. Oh my god, I was like, it's only going to be like an hour stream. We've already been at this for half an hour. Okay, maybe a little bit longer. I said I might be here today, and I didn't want to disappoint. How's you ducking? Apologies for the duck dog. He was reverse sneezing again. Ugh. Bless him. Hi, Auntie. Welcome in, guys. I'm able to see TikTok and YouTube chat today. YouTube, but I can definitely see TikTok chat. Hi. Bomba clap. It's been a busy day today. You're gonna have to hold your haggis tight because you're gonna be sleeping all night. All night snoozles. Disinfect my arm off the penis. Blech. I did. I may end up sleeping a lot tomorrow. In case I end up not streaming. You know what's been done. But hiding them, yeah! But those are ones I choose to hide in, not surprise penises just being there on my elbow. That was not warranted. I don't care if you're faceless. I don't care. Is that his name? What's his name? Something face. Stupid face. I don't care if you're stupid face from Spirited Away. Don't rest your cock on my elbow. Yeah. Yeah, no penis, please. I'm a penis-free zone. Like back shots. Snipe back shots. Pew pew. Hi, Jelly. Don't rest your cock on my elbow. Ah! Hi, Jelly. But it's true. I wasn't very appreciative of it. And plus, things like that should be consensual in real life, you know? Go out to touch grass, and there's penis. Ah! I get it probably didn't mean it. Probably didn't even see me, to be honest, through the fucking mask, but it's besides the point! I'm not the only person going to convention. Make sure that your penis is in a cup. We should just not allow penises in the world. We should just circumcise them further up. And just do away with penises. No penises. Only mange. Oh, but I will about the second. No! Wow. That's a key to use for. I'm in danger! No! I like my little buddy. Aww. You guys have names for your penises? Tell me. Tell me the names for them. I used to have names for my tits, but I forgot them a long time ago. Sir Charles Cockforth the Second. Why the second? Who was the first Cockforth in your pants? Honka donka badonkas. I think one was called Beatrice. And maybe the other one was Beverly. It sounds about right. Beatrice and Beverly. Have a wonderful day, Zach! Thank you for the cookie. But yeah, this Stallion was really nice, and it was nice that he was just as direct as I am. It was quite good. I didn't need to stop being me. Because he was him. And he just I asked, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you in the chair? And I felt at home. It was nice. And still, it would have been nice to meet Lizelle. Maybe I'll meet Lizelle one day. Am I allowed to woo the elf now? Am I actually allowed to do it now? Cassandra! The world's second greatest lover. But he tries hard. No. Big words! She keeps having sex with the green one and the elf. That's what I'm wondering. Can I go back to the elf now since I met him today? Since he shook my hand and held me inside of my voice's phone. Held me in his hand. It was so nice. Oh my god, how long have I been muted? How long have I been talking? Did you hear me say Cassander, Cassambandum, Habadibadum? Did you hear me ask if I can fuck the elf now? Did you hear me talking about I fell at home and being a random because he's direct like me? And he just outright asked, so, why are you in a chair? What's wrong with you? It felt good. It felt nice. Don't rest your cock on my elbow. Yeah. That was one. That was one. Yeah, it was No Face. Dressed up as No Face from Spirited Away. I will say it's probably not going to be a long stream because I am under the influence of my medication today because I went outside and it was somewhere busy and loud and it was somewhere big. Wait, yeah, that makes sense. So I have had 2 benzos for that are prescribed to me. So I might be a wee bit silly. But in my prescriptions, and it's seen as taboo to smoke my green in public, even though that's also recommended. No, she's gonna... She's like right on the edge. Come on, people, you can do it! That aqua's gonna fall off. It's not even aqua! It's Luna! Stop calling her aqua! Polka! Dang it. Dang, it got good though. We got good. We got some good. Oh. I'm gonna turn on to some YouTube and watch some stupid stuff. You guys remember how it's made?
Crayons are a popular drawing tool for today's young artists. The average North American kid uses 730 of them by the age of 10. An American chemical company invented crayons in 1903. It took the basic wax crayon
I'm upgrading it to just chatting
and came up with a non-toxic version in different colors.
Whoa! Feel free to do the fast
These
forward.
crayons are made from a combination of waxes, primarily
refresh.
paraffin, which is ideal for making crayons because it's inexpensive and easy to melt. It also has what's called a nice rub-off, meaning it leaves enough wax on the paper. They melt the wax at 143 degrees Fahrenheit.
Dandelion
Then
yellow.
add a secret powder to strengthen the crayon and act as a filler, boosting the number of crayons
And
the
strawberry
wax will
red.
produce.
They stopped producing dandelion yellow
also add various synthetic
Crayola.
There's one to keep the wax from sticking to the mold, and a fatty acid called stearic acid to improve the rub-off.
Rub off?
Now they tint the wax, in this case
Why are you
yellow and
rubbing
red,
it
to
off?
produce orange crayons.
No, one red and yellow,
This factory
not
can
orange.
produce 127 different colors. Every ingredient in the crayons is non-toxic.
Aww.
After adding more wax, they blend the mixture for about 45 minutes. Now they pump the wax
look
into this
at that.
device called a rotary machine.
That looks like so much fun. I want to play
It first
with
injects the
all.
wax into crayon-shaped molds. Then it envelops the molds in cool water, hardening the wax within roughly a minute.
How harden your wax in less than a minute?
As the molds
not that
continue
guy.
along the circuit, a blade scrapes
What
off
guy?
the excess, which gets recycled.
That one funny guy?
Just one rotary
I don't know who
machine
the funny
molds
guy
more than
is.
2,700 crayons
I'm a
per
girl.
cycle. With several machines operating simultaneously, this factory churns out 30,000 crayons per hour.
30,000 crayons, and they're all orange.
The machine ejects the crayons, and a conveyor transports them to the labeling machine.
Orange is the color of horse.
One by one, they drop into the grooves of a revolving drum. At the bottom left, a gluer coats the surface in between the grooves, just before the crayons go in. The machine then slaps a label onto each crayon.
It is pressed into shapes.
A roller presses the label against the adhesive. Then a little arm wraps it around the crayon. This machine labels 8,500 crayons per hour.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Wait, but then there's more crayons made than can be wrapped per hour.
The crayons exit the labeling machine and land in a bulk box.
Thank you.
Workers sort the crayons by color into the appropriate
You're
hoppers
cute.
of the packing machine. The packaging line is entirely automated. The factory programs the machine to collect a certain number of crayons in specific colors, according to the type of pack in production. Their best sellers are packs of 16 and 24. The packing machine is designed to
golden
handle the
shower.
crayons gently. Occasionally, though, a crayon does crack or a label comes loose. When that happens, a sensor automatically stops the machine and a light goes on above the problem hopper. Workers clear
Everybody
the jam, then
has-
production resumes.
One per pack. They're clearly still Crayola's things. It's just as crayons.
Once the count is complete, the crayon line and the box line meet. A pushing device slides each set of crayons into a box. A built-in scale weighs every box. Should one be underweight, the machine automatically blows it off the conveyor belt. A worker then manually adds
And
the missing crayon,
explodes.
ensuring a full complement of colors for every budding artist.
No
A fresh coat of latex-
self-respecting artist would use crayon. I'm joking. Is there loads of these? Oh, balloons, wallpaper, oh, stained glass. Don't get me started on that. I want to make stained glass.
Paint is a surefire way to spruce up a home.
Ewan's is
Latex
learning
is a term
well.
for acrylic or vinyl resin.
He is. He's learning
Latex
very
paint
well.
is water-based, so it has less odor than alkali
Hands.
paint. It also cleans up without any harsh solvents. All you need is soap and water.
Hi, Duck. Elbow those nuts. Yeah, I'm
The
good.
paint factory
Elbow.
produces an uncolored base. The store then tints that base to the color ordered by the customer. Latex paint
What if the
contains
base
water,
is base color?
latex for adhesion,
What show is this?
titanium
It's
dioxide,
called
calcium
how it's
carbonate,
made.
potassium, zinc for mildew resistance,
A big bear.
and whatever additives the particular type of paint requires. For example, if it's paint designed for metal, a rust inhibitor. They pump the
Inhibitor.
water into a large
That
mixing
means
tank.
no rust, right?
Then they add a thickening agent and stabilizer to prevent the ingredients from settling to the bottom of the tank and to the bottom of the can once the paint is packaged. A vacuum duct sucks up the waste. One at a time, all the ingredients except the latex go in. There's a specific mixing time after each ingredient because
It
proper
looks like
blending is critical
non-Newtonian
for quality.
fluids.
Now they
It
pump
looks
the
like
tank's
oobleck.
contents into another mixing tank that contains the latex. After 4 to 6 hours of blending, the industrial-sized batch of paint base is finally ready.
Chemicals are
The
sometimes
factory
put
subjects
into
a sample
paints
from
are
every
hella
batch to
nasty.
extensive quality control testing.
Yeah.
This viscometer measures the thickness of the paint.
Viscometer.
This test assesses
Oh,
how
look at
well the
that.
dry ingredients have dispersed within the mix.
Let's slide it.
This tells them whether the mix is blended well enough to move into the second tank containing the
Oh,
latex.
that looks like shite.
Technicians also conduct color tests, adding recipes of liquid colorants to a gallon sample.
Whoa!
This is to ensure the shade comes out exactly the way it's supposed to.
Whoa!
To check if the paint covers well,
It's like going
they brush
into
it
the
onto
dark
test paper.
room in
The
photography.
stripes provide a contrast so
It's
that any defects in
stinky,
the paint,
but I like
such as
it.
foam or grit, will show. This test evaluates tint strength.
Did you do that every single batch?
Once the paint sample dries, they analyze its color properties with a machine
Natural
called a
paint.
spectrophotometer.
Mmm.
Once
Like
the batch
arsenic.
passes inspection, it proceeds to packaging. Latex paint contains about 60% water, which corrodes metal, so the steel cans are lined with an anti-rust coating.
Whoa.
The cans run over a glue applicator,
Horses!
then over a label, which instantly sticks to the adhesive.
Do you think how that got made into glue?
The next stop is a filling machine.
Or did she just
Each
get
can
buried?
sits on a scale that's positioned under a dispensing nozzle. Once the scale detects the correct net weight, it triggers the nozzle to stop. From the filling machine to a lid dispenser that drops a
Buried.
cover onto each can.
Because she was a loved pet. No longer a resource. Rice shower, on the other hand.
Then it's
I
onto
love
what's
her,
called a lid
But
press.
I'm not so sure
As
if
each
she went
can
to a glue
passes
factory
underneath,
afterwards.
a row of cylinders gradually presses in the lid. The next machine, called a baler, attaches a curved handle made of steel wire.
Oh!
It locks the handle lens into metal discs on both sides of the can.
Ooh. How'd it get off?
The factory varies its formulations to produce paint in lusters ranging from flat to high gloss, and for interior and exterior use,
Whoa.
making sure it's got every possible application covered.
Nice. Went clothes
Balloons are
shopping
used to
yesterday.
mark
What would you
special
get?
occasions or to brighten up a day for young and old people alike. But balloons weren't always so delightful. In earlier days, they
I
were
hate
made
balloons.
of dried
I'm moving
animal
on.
bladders.
I
A
can't.
bit of an unpleasant
I
concept.
can't watch it. It's not happening. Oh, look at them. They've even twisted them into... Oh my god! Did you see how fuck... Oh my... No! I am not what... Oh. No. No.
We've
Too
been
much. No. No. Not having it. I don't balloons. They are fragile and it's nasty. Who are we watching? I don't know. It's just a thing called how it's made. Or if you're talking about me, I'm Alan Morak. Hello, welcome in. I am your haggis VTuber, and I'm don't like balloons. My back plates out balloons and stuff. No.
Using wallpaper to add color to our homes for a long time. The use of wallpaper dates back to 15th
We can do
century
wallpaper,
England.
that's
At
fine.
first, it was seen as a cheap substitute for tapestry and panels. But over time, wallpaper gained wider appeal. Even today, wallpaper is a popular alternative to
I
plain
like the
paint.
foil balloons with helium, though.
When it comes to variety and design, wallpaper has really got it covered.
I don't like
To make
latex
the vinyl
balloons.
base for wallpaper, they pour water into a giant mixing bowl, add stabilizing powder, and a lot of plastic pellets.
So what I'm hearing is I need to do a video of me making balloon animals and send it to Discord. You can do it. I won't watch it.
They add solvent, which helps to dissolve the plastic pellets into the mix.
I used to actually, this is the weirdest
Big
thing, I
beaters
did actually
stir it
used to
all
make
up.
balloon animals.
It starts to look a lot like pancake batter.
I was trying to get over my
And just
fear.
as if they were making pancake batter,
It didn't
they
go
add
well.
ingredients incrementally. A little more powder to thicken the mix.
It worked with the
And more
spiders,
plastic
but
pellets
not
for
with
good
the
measure.
balloons. Now I tolerate being in the
When
same
the
room
mix
as them.
reaches the right consistency, they pour
But
it
never
between
worth
rollers
this.
onto one side of special paper. An applicator roller spreads the vinyl mix evenly onto the paper. A jumbo reel rolls it up
Also,
and then
Scream
unwinds
t-shirt
it again.
and a shirt off a schematic of Millennium Falcon.
Here,
That's
nozzles fill trays with
cool.
paste. Rollers pick it up and apply it to the back side of the paper. Electrically powered rollers pull the wallpaper through a gas oven, drying the paste. Then they wind up the paper again, creating a giant reel. A circular blade now slices through the center of the paper. This turns the one roll
Whoa.
into two, each one of them 21.5 inches wide.
And if you're just putting it on the one, then I wouldn't need to buy 2 rolls. I could just buy one and put it on my wall.
They pull off a sample piece and tear the paper away from the vinyl. They're checking the adhesion and if the vinyl is durable and smooth. Meanwhile,
wallpaper never
away from
used
the
to be
production
vinyl,
line, stylists
though.
experiment with paint.
Did it?
They
Yeah,
brush
wallpaper
colors
was
on a
just
design
paper.
that they've selected. They select 5 to 6 different color combinations because this design will be printed in many hues.
Why? Why many hues?
Each color requires a separate print roller. The design is engraved into each roller.
Oh! It's like a giant stamp.
A worker applies some ink onto one of the print rollers. As the wallpaper turns
Is
on a big
wallpaper
drum,
just
vinyl
stamp?
side up, the print roller transfers the image onto the
Who's
paper.
gonna have wine glasses on their
Each
wall?
cylinder
That's
layers it in a
stupid.
different color, building up the design. Darker colors are achieved by deeper engravings on the print cylinder because they transfer more ink to the wallpaper.
And it's horizontal.
Conversely, shallower engravings produce lighter tones.
That's shite wallpaper. I don't like it. On the website that sell mouse pad with you
When they have the
have
final
questions.
proof, they
How does
compare
it
it
differ
to the
from
original
regular
artwork.
mouse pad?
If the
Because
colors look
you
right,
can't
the
see the
design goes into
boobs
production.
there. They're supposed to make
There's
your
no turning
hand feel
back
good.
now. The ink is ready, and the
The
paper roll travels
boobs
through a
are
web of
there.
print cylinders.
It's just the two
Here,
unique
print
chans
cylinders
I'm
build a dolphin
holding
design onto
make
the
the
vinyl
boobs.
side of the paper.
So it doesn't look like it has boobs on the design,
dry
but
the
it
ink,
does.
The paper travels through a
actually
hot
have
blower
boobs.
system.
As
This
a
is the view
3D
from
one.
below.
And just not my boobs. I just hold an unique chance. So we are your boobs. Yeah, you are the boobs.
Photos are taken and viewed on a monitor to get a close look at the quality of the wallpaper print. If it passes inspection, they roll the wallpaper onto
Yeah.
a big reel.
The picture doesn't show them, but it is there.
Some wallpaper has a flat finish, but they often emboss it, making raised designs. This
Yeah.
creates texture. Blades from above and below cut the wallpaper into 32.8-foot rolls.
It's like they're doing stupid restaurant wallpaper. That
A
wallpaper's
conveyor system
alright.
transports the wallpaper to a machine that shrink wraps it.
But
And
that
then
other
it's off to the
wallpaper was
showroom,
god
where
awful.
you can pick your favorite
It was like for a
design.
sleazy Italian restaurant. Jelly spent many hours testing the featurette,
Around
I'm sure.
1000 AD, craftsmen began making intricate window designs using
Oh, I
wood
like
wrapped
stained
in
glass. You
rolled
can do
plastic
them by
between pieces of
hand,
covered
though.
glass. Before long, the church began commissioning stained glass windows depicting religious scenes to adorn the great cathedrals of Europe.
You're a cathedral.
You can make stained glass two ways, using copper foil, a technique developed about 100 years ago
Yeah.
by the American artist Louis Comfort Tiffany. Or you can use the centuries-old European lead technique, which we're about to see. First, the artist lays a plate of glass over a pattern and
I've seen
traces the
foiling
parts
and
of the design
soldering.
that she'll cut from that plate. Then she scores her trace line using a glass cutter.
Yeah, and then they tap
A
it.
quick snap, and the glass separates neatly. She follows the same procedure with different colors and textures.
You have to
of
line the
glass,
outside of the
making all
glass
the
line
pieces of the
in
design.
some form of tape. Are they doing it in lead and solder? I don't really use lead nowadays.
By running the cutter
The
slightly
copper and
inside
the
trace
solder is
line,
how you do
she
crafts
leaves room for the
nowadays.
strip of lead that will later hold the pieces of glass together. Once she finishes cutting all the pieces, she checks them against the pattern, making
Yeah.
sure they'll fit together properly.
Yeah, but is she actually going to cover it instead of copper?
Now it's time to assemble the pieces using the pattern as a guide. This zinc molding will frame the panel, its inner groove fitting over the edge of the glass. The artist positions this molding along the perimeter of the pattern.
I've never seen it made like this
Then she
before.
drills an L-shaped wood frame into the work table to hold everything in place during assembly. A few nails keep the molding in place. She'll join the pieces of glass using strips of lead called cane. Lead is used because it's soft enough to bend to the shape of the pieces. After straightening out a
but-
long strip of cane, she cuts the various lengths she needs to border each piece of glass. The cane is shaped in such a way that the glass on each side just slides right under.
Feels like cheating.
The cutting pliers, called nippers, are specially designed to slice through the cane without deforming it.
That feels like cheating compared to the copper foil method. What are you gonna do? Smash them all in, or? Oh my god! It
Once
feels
the
like
artist finishes
cheating.
assembling the glass pieces, she pushes everything gently against the wood frame.
Uh-huh.
This squares the panel and ensures the pieces fit together snugly.
Yeah.
Now she brushes on flux, a type of acid. This cleans the lead cane so that the solder will adhere well. Using a soldering iron, she applies a bead of lead and tin solder wherever two strips of lead meet.
So she is soldering, but she's not soldering the whole thing. She's
Then
just
she uses a
soldering
short
where it
bristled brush to
meets.
coat the lead in black putty. This makes the
Okay.
seams watertight and gives the lead a darker aged look. Finally, she sprinkles on calcium chloride powder, called whiting. This sets the putty and polishes
But also,
the
she's
glass
just
and
putting that
lead
on
to a
with her
shine.
bare hands. Is she okay?
After 4 painstaking hours,
What's going on the front
panel
door?
is finished. More elaborate
she
stained
okay?
glass works feature hand-painted
Do you know
details.
Spider-Man has
The
a
artist first
winter
prepares a
jacket
design on
made
paper,
of
then cuts the pieces of glass
Mediterranean
accordingly.
bread? It's a pizza pie car!
He paints
Actually,
the
I nearly
design
ran
outline
over
on the
Spider-Man
pieces
today.
in
I was like,
black,
I'm sorry,
then fires
Spider-Man!
them in a kiln
And he
to
was like,
set the
that's
paint.
fine!
To create shading,
Don't worry
he
about
applies
it.
a coat
I
of
got
brown
this.
paint called
Which
grisaille.
Spider-Man was it? He does the voice of Miles Morales in a PlayStation Spider-Man just now. I think. I was like, what's Spider-Man? Ah, I'm sorry, Spider-Man! So, yeah, oops a doodle. Ran him over.
Using a dry brush, he removes it from the parts he wants to highlight. Then he fires the glass again. Now he paints in the fine details and fires the glass for one last time. The paint contains powdered glass, so the intense heat of the kiln bonds it to the glass pieces.
So weird.
The result is nothing short of spectacular.
It's beautiful, but definitely not with the
Early
mixed
man
in glass
relied on
now.
animal skins to
at
protect
home
himself
anyway.
against the elements.
She was also
Eventually,
huffing
fabrics
all
were
the
invented,
solder fumes. And she's
giving
just
us a
yeah,
bit more
she's
choice
just
in the
right
matter,
at it.
and eliminating the need to hunt or go naked.
What?
Today, textile mills make fabrics in every conceivable pattern and color.
Yeah, like tartan. Oh no, this is a woolen mill.
Fabric
You have to
is
go to a
made
woolen
from
mill for
thousands
it.
of braided threads. This mill has 700 bobbins of polyester.
I'll be
Each
naked.
bobbin contains 155 miles of thread. We begin by separating the threads. This warp unit takes the 700 strands and assembles them. Then this comb separates them.
Oh man, look at it. If one of them
Other
is
strands are
tangled, you're
added,
fucked.
And in total, there will be 7,000 of them. One fabric is composed of threads braided at 90 degrees. The warp threads are assembled lengthwise, while the weft threads are joined transversely. To prevent the threads from tearing, they pass through a bin of glue. These rollers eliminate the surplus. The glue will be removed with water before dyeing the threads. The glued together threads exit this machine. These large green cylinders are heated and dry the glue on the threads. Knitting will soon begin. The 700 strands are newly separated on this loom roller.
Wow. And I cry when my overlocker's being a bitch.
Each
Can you
thread
imagine
must
working with
pass
one of
through a
these?
blade to produce a specific design. This
An
machine
overlocker only
takes
has
the
four
7,000 strands of thread
My
one by
overlocker
one,
only
and
works
they
with
pass
four.
through the blade.
4
It's a
cones
highly
of
precise operation.
thread at a time. Look at these. Ugh.
The threads
Ugh,
pass
I
through
need
a
a
blade,
drink.
and the weaving finally begins. On this Jacquard-type loom
How
roller,
it's
the
made.
warp thread is
It's a
inserted by a
program
jet of
called
air.
How It's Made. We're learning about fabric.
The weaving machine assembles 2 loom rollers made of 7,000 strands. The fabric reaches a width of 12 feet. The dark threads are inserted into the weave. They insert 600 weft strands per minute. The blades remove the weft strands to insert the warp ones between the two. A comb pushes the weft. The plate of the breakage chain stops the machine if a thread should break.
I'm not mouse, I'm a haggis.
This bobbin contains
I'm from
155
Scotland.
miles of thread. The weft thread is in the insertion nozzle. When a weft is inserted, an air jet nudges it in. The loom roller operates at full tilt. It makes 600 thread intersections a minute.
Look at that go! Look at it! Vroom.
Weaving is now over. We move on to the following steps: washing and dyeing. Washing is done in a soapy solution at 175 degrees and at a speed of 195 feet of fabric a minute. The fabric is rinsed in clear water of about 85 degrees.
Take care, Ewans. Have a
Now
wonderful
it's on to
rest
dyeing.
of your
This is done with
day.
jets. Up to 7.5 miles of fabric is placed in clean water into which colorants have been added. The
Thank you for
solution
the-
is heated and
thank
the
you for the
fabric soaks
follow.
here for about 6 hours. Then it will be rinsed in lukewarm water. The fabric is placed in a bin. This machine is called an opener. It unfolds and stretches the
Oh yeah, I had to
material
walk away.
before
There was this
rolling it
man
up
who
on
was
an
flirting with
immense
me
roller.
today. I was looking at his cool belt, and then he picks it up and starts putting it on and starts talking.
And now the roll is almost full.
No.
We now move to
I'm
thermosetting
just
in
a
a
little
high
bit
temperature
tired.
oven that dries the fabric. The temperature is
This is go
almost
black from
400
Comicon.
degrees at the oven's entrance. The fabric circulates here for 45 seconds. The bobbin that we saw at the beginning has produced 15 miles of fabric. This finished roll weighs 3,300 pounds.
Wow.
Neon signs are made of glass tubes
Thank
bent
you.
into letters or shapes and filled with inert gas. When the electric current hits the electrodes in the tubes, electrons flow through the gas, making its atoms glow. The type of gas and glass determine the color of the light.
Gas glass?
In a clear glass tube, argon gas gives off blue light, while neon
They're
gas
gas?
produces red light.
Wait,
To create
neon
vivid
is
designs,
gas?
they can parlay those two base colors
What?
into more than 80 additional colors by using glass tubes that are colored with fluorescent powders. For instance, blue glowing argon gas in a yellow tube creates a green light. To shape the tube, they use a glass blowing technique. Following a pattern drawn on a fire-resistant sheet, they mark where they have to bend the tube.
No, that's methane.
Then they heat each spot on a device
Methane.
called a ribbon burner, whose propane flame is a blazing
Methane is
650
fucked.
degrees Celsius. Within half a minute, the glass
How's they're killing
softens
the
enough to be
ozone layer
pliable.
with their farts?
They gently bend the tube, then blow into the uncorked
Genuinely.
end to restore the tube's original diameter. With each bend, they check the shape against the pattern.
If it
Every
bursts,
so
you
often,
die.
pressing a wooden block along the tube to equalize the width. Argon
put it in your
gas
mouth,
emits
though.
steel blue light, but this blue-colored tube will change that to dark blue. After shaping, they cut the excess and rub the coloring powder off the ends.
I don't want a neon light in
Now
my
they can attach
house
these
anymore.
glass casings, which contain electrodes.
It's gas.
They fuse an electrode to each end of the tube using a propane hand torch and a flexible latex blowing tube.
I don't know, it looks gay.
They seal the glass around one electrode but leave the other one open. Then, using what's called a crossfire burner, they create a tubulation, a thin tube with a bubble that'll act as a passageway into the open electrode. They fuse the tubulation to that electrode.
I'm not gonna make
Then carefully inject a drop of mercury into the open end of the tubulation. Argon gas
Mercury's
needs a touch of mercury
deadly.
to brighten the color it emits. Neon gas doesn't.
I thought they
Using
still
what's
put
known
mercury
as
in
an M torch,
thermometers
they
too.
fuse the open end of the tubulation to a long glass tube leading to a pumping system. They connect the electrodes to the system, then power it up.
It's
The pump
nighttime for
vacuums out
me.
the air, then injects the gas. The
Why
electrical
would there be
current makes
gas?
the atoms in the gas glow.
These gases a lot. Okay, fine. We have paraffin for a lot, but you know what I mean.
To
Okay,
trap the gas
okay, yeah, that makes
inside the
sense.
tube, they
Who
use the
still
crossfire
would
burner
use
to
gas?
remove the tubulation and seal off the
That's
open
crazy.
electrode, making sure the drop of mercury has descended into it first.
Oh yeah, because of course we need to make sure that everything has mercury. All light bulbs are gas. No.
They dip the back of the sign into black paint.
Nuh-uh.
This will make the lettering or design stand out. They use a brush to spread the coat evenly and remove the excess.
Yeah, I mean there used to be propane gas. then you would use like
Next, they'll light up the
propane
sign at high
ones,
voltage
but
for
not
a
all
half
light
hour.
bulbs because you
This
got
will dry the paint and, more
LEDs
importantly,
aren't
transform the
gas.
liquid
Well,
mercury into
light
vapor that
is
spreads
light
throughout
gas?
the sign.
No, light is light.
Using transparent clips, they mount the sign onto a black plexiglass background to make it stand out even more. Finally, they connect the protruding electrode wires to a
It's a
transformer.
stupid light.
This transformer converts the standard 110-volt current
It
from
looks
our
so
electrical
cool,
outlets into a
though.
high-voltage current.
But I don't want
into
gas
the
in
3,000
my
to
house, though.
15,000 volts you need to light up
Oh,
the
they look so
neon sign.
cool. I will stick with lava lamps.
Chewing gum dates back to the ancient Greeks who chewed resin from trees. Modern
God.
chewing gum was patented in the U.S. in 1869 by, believe it or not, a dentist. In 1928, another American
Why would a
invented
dentist
bubblegum.
not like it? A dentist would like chewing gum.
Bubblegum comes in gumballs of all colors
Sometimes.
and sizes. But for blowing bubbles,
Not
nothing
those
beats
ones.
the chewy, gooey pink stuff in the twist wrap.
Bubble bubble.
It all starts with the gum base, the stuff that makes gum chewy.
You know oxygen
Traditionally,
is a gas,
the base
right?
came from tree
Yeah.
resin. Today, it's synthetic, made of
oxygen.
plastics and rubbers. They
Just
pour the gum base
okay,
into a
just
mixer,
because oxygen's in my house
then add
doesn't
color
mean
and
I'm like,
flavoring.
right. That's it. I'm pulling away your periodic tables now. Only tables, no periods or
As it
kills.
begins
No.
mixing, they pour in glucose syrup, a sweetener. Because it's liquid, it helps keep the gum base soft.
Ugh.
Next, they add dextrose, a powdered sweetener.
Ew.
They blend the ingredients for about 20 minutes.
Ugh,
The stirring
it's
action builds up
mangin'.
heat, which melts everything together.
It's like the illicits in Boulder's Gate. Ugh. Ooh, I want to eat it now. It looks good now. Disgusting! Eat it. I want to eat it. It looks like my McDonald's chicken nuggets. Gimme, gimme, gimme.
The mixture's ready when it reaches the consistency of bread dough. They transfer it by cart to a machine called the pre-extruder.
I'll
The
pre-extrude
machine
her.
squeezes the mixture through a narrow opening, like squeezing toothpaste from the tube. This transforms the big, bulky wad into thin, manageable strips.
Oh, look at that.
Can
That's
then
so
go
cool.
through the extruders. The extruders squeeze each strip down to the actual width of a piece of bubble
Yeah.
gum. It comes out as one long, continuous stream.
Oh my
Be
god,
cut
that's
into
so
bite-sized
cool.
pieces later on.
No, just one long.
This extrusion
Just make it
process
one
heats
long
up the
one,
gum.
like a meter
If
of
they were to cut and
gum.
wrap it now, it would stick to the wrapper. So the
Aw.
next stop is a cooling chamber. The
Isn't
gum
that-
goes in
it's
for
just
15
bubblegum
minutes
stuff.
at temperatures
I
between
think so.
37 and 45 degrees Fahrenheit.
It looks like a type of bubble
When
gum
the
that you
bubble
would
gum
really
comes out,
like, but
it's
like
cooled
it
down
get
enough for what they call
the
cut and
flavor
wrap.
disappears really quickly.
One machine does both jobs in a fraction of a second. Watch the action in slow motion. As the continuous stream of gum enters on one end, the machine cuts it into bite-sized pieces,
It's
pushes
double
each piece into a
bubble.
wax paper wrapper, then twists both ends of the wrapper closed.
Then that's to my wiener tomorrow. Well, can I watch? I want to watch. What is it?
Here's the slow
It's
motion
the
replay from a different angle.
Redecorate my home. I'm not telling you anything, Pink. It's bubble gum.
The machine processes 900 pieces of bubble gum per minute.
Whoa. Per minute.
The bubblegum moves onto a scale that automatically weighs out the right amount per tub. They seal the tub with plastic to make it airtight. This keeps the bubblegum fresh. Ever wonder why bubblegum is pink? It's because that's the only color Walter Deemer had on hand when he invented this treat back in 1928. Since then, the color just stuck.
I thought you said there was 18-something.
Glassmaking dates back more than 40 centuries. But in the late 1800s, glassmakers created something new. Glass that was both milky and translucent. They called it opalescent glass. Like its
They didn't
namesake, the opal
create
gemstone,
it.
its beauty
You
lies
can
in the
find
way it
sea
magically
glass
catches
on
the
them
light.
at the sea. It's a duck. Ducks have never
glass
been that
is a
color.
semi-transparent glass in either a solid color or a swirling mix of hues. Glass
already
makers
learned
created by
about the
melting
glass.
minerals, including silica sand, soda ash, dolomite, limestone,
Well, I'm fucked.
and fluorspar.
I can't use it.
Adding recycled glass helps speed up the melting process and stretches costly raw materials further. The mix is colored with pigments, in this case cobalt
not
oxide, which
I'm
gives a
a
distinctive
haggis.
blue tint.
I'm a haggis.
A hoist then
I
lifts the
need to
raw
propose.
ingredients called
I'm
batch
gonna
to a
my
double-chambered
subscribers.
mixer. Ingredients flow
it's in
from
the-
end to
it's
end
in
between
the-
them, thoroughly
It's in
blending the
the
batch.
small print. The moment we have a subscription, we're married. I know someone who goes through tubs like no one's business when we're Quinn's book. Oh
The
god,
blended
yeah.
batch now goes via wagon to the beehive, a furnace that contains
Yeah.
12 ceramic pots. The furnace worker shovels the batch into a pot to melt at a searing 2,600 degrees Fahrenheit.
Whoa!
He pushes any spills back into the pot. Then, to control the temperature inside, closes up the pot's mouth.
Grandma.
24 hours later, workers scoop out the glowing molten glass. With only seconds to spare, they hurry to the mixing table,
Welcome.
keeping the glass in motion to prevent it from cooling unevenly on the way. It's critical they cool off the ladles between each use, or the
Why?
next scoop of glass will adhere to the ladle surface.
Oh.
The ladles they use vary in size, holding between 4 and 40 pounds of molten glass. Workers pour as many as 5 different ladles at once to make a single color. The mixing
Oh,
table is
you
where the
were
magic
saying the
happens.
ashes were your granny. I get
The
it.
table worker
I
picks up
get
one
it.
gather of burning molten glass, then another, then skillfully blends them together using a steel fork. He then flips the molten glass into a rolling machine, evening it out as it squeezes through the rollers.
But I'm allergic to it.
Out comes a sheet about 6 feet long and 1/8 of an
You
inch
turned
thick.
on the light mode. Ah! I'm always looking whenever
Every
I
90
get like stuck on a
seconds,
new app. I'm
workers
like,
fill their
how do
ladles
I
with
get dark
2,000
mode on this
degree
app?
Fahrenheit molten glass. Mixing it on the table helps cool it and blend the colors.
It's so nice, but I'm allergic.
The table worker separates the glass sheet from the table surface, forcing out any trapped air bubbles and further cooling the glass. The sheet now goes into a leer. An oven that hardens the glass, then
Whoa!
cools it evenly to prevent cracking. From there,
That'll
it's
kill
onto
your
the trimming
haggis.
table. Workers wear protective clothing and thick gloves to handle the razor-sharp edges, still hot to the touch. Cutting the glass sheets is a delicate 2-person job. They must work in sync to keep pace with the sheets that keep on coming. A single pot produces about 25 sheets over 24 hours. That's
That's
300
not that
sheets
much.
a day from just one 12-pot furnace.
Oh, okay, maybe it is.
Using a carbide tipped cutter, the workers score the glass. Then snap
tap,
apart the
tap.
pieces. Standard 32-inch square sheets.
Oh, I broke it. There we go. That was a clean one.
They set aside
Whoa,
the
there we
excess glass
go.
to remelt in a new batch.
That's a lot of glass.
Finally, the sheets are loaded into crates for shipment all over the world. Just look how artists use opalescent glass to create a feast of pattern, color, and light. Like a painting, only far more fragile.
The widespread use of soap has elevated our standards of cleanliness. The
I think it
ingredients
was
that are used in soap remove
Dang
dirt
it!
and dangerous pathogens. Regularly
do
washing
like
your hands
soap.
can reduce the chances of you getting sick and will make your world a more hygienic place.
I do like a super.
Soap comes in a
I
variety
just
of
wanna
shapes,
chew it.
colors, and textures, even
Look at it. It
different
looks
scents.
so yummy.
But it all starts in a bubbling kettle, where animal or vegetable fat reacts
I
with
watched
sodium
under my
hydroxide,
pets again.
a caustic substance to create soap.
Copy to the yesterday on this morning.
They add water to keep it fluid. As
Name
steam bubbles
5
up
brands
to the
I've
center
eaten.
to mix
Okay,
it all up and encourage the
Imperial
chemical
Lather,
reaction.
Lux, Dove,
This may look like an Arctic ice
orange
well, but
bar.
it's the leftovers. Soap
That's
that's
like
settled at the bottom of the kettle. They pour
the
it all into
orange
this
one.
tank and reuse it in the next batch.
the
Now
Ole,
they spray hot liquid
Ole,
soap onto a big metal roll.
Ole,
It solidifies in a flash, and a big blade scrapes it off the roll,
and
creating
Mum.
ribbons of soap.
Mums. This one called Mum.
The soap ribbons plunge into a hopper, where an auger moves the soap along, sending it down a chute.
Would I eat it for $1? I'm eating it for none. But if you want to give me $1, I'll do it.
The soap
A
ribbons
joke.
fall all the way
Joke.
to the next
I'm
floor,
not actually gonna eat
to
soap.
big steel rollers called mills.
This is just
They
the
mix
Highland
and
Soap
compress
Company
the
for your
soap.
next meal, my dear lady. Has a beautiful
A blade
floral
scrapes it off the
lure.
rollers and cuts it into ribbons
William.
again. But these soap ribbons are
Maybe.
denser.
Sup. Sebastian. It's like ice cream. Yeah, I'll eat it.
Inside the next hopper, another auger turns. It pushes the soap through an extruder called a noodle plate that shapes it into soap noodles.
It looks like cheese, though.
As the noodles fall from the extruder, they're collected in bins, which are then dumped into a mixer.
I just don't know. It looks like a carrot.
At this point, they add color in powder and liquid form.
Mm-hmm. Bleh.
Steel blades stir it up until the color coats the soap noodles.
Bleh. What
They
color?
add some fragrant oils, and the blades toss it all together.
Blue.
When the batch is ready, a trapdoor opens.
Okay,
The
maybe
blades
they're
keep
just gonna
turning,
make
nudging
brown
the
soap
out the
then.
door. Then it's forced through another noodle plate. This mixes up the
Look at
batch a
it.
little more.
It looks like baby poo. Oh, look at that baby
Next, they push
poo.
the soap through a forming plate, making a long bar. Blades mounted on a track slice it into shorter pieces called slugs.
Logs. Bars.
The soap slugs are on their way to the next stage. They're on a
Packing.
two-lane thoroughfare heading into a die press. A mechanical arm pushes the slugs through an oval plate, trimming it and then loading it into the die.
Trimming it?
The die rotates to accept the slugs.
It was already a bar. Look at all the little. Look at all that extra stuff we
Mechanical
could have
presses move
had.
into shape and stamp them. Mechanical arms suction the bars to remove them from the die.
Oh, chunky bars of soap.
These mechanical pushers help. They nudge the soap bars out of the die towards the suctioning arms.
Why is it so good to listen to you not? and just sleep too. Because
The oval soap bars now travel through a wrapping
I
station.
am your knight.
A blade crimps and heat seals the plastic wrap in one fell swoop.
Night fairy god haggis.
Then automated grippers grasp the wrap bars and load them into a machine, which slides them into little boxes. Now it's time to pack them up and ship them off to the store.
That is not what it looks like. Grippers, you say? Mattresses.
The highlighter pen was invented in the 1960s simply to get your attention. When text is shaded with transparent, vivid inks and hot pinks or warm yellows,
You
our
like
eye
my
goes
brother?
directly
This
to
is
it.
adorable. Thank
Marketers
you.
have always
I
known
am
that
very,
color has impact,
very
and
gorgeous.
it's a principle highlighted by these pens. Highlighters come in lots of shades and colors, even neon.
I got an outfit on the way.
This is how a highlighter pen gets its start. A vacuum siphons plastic pellets into this container. The red ones will tint the whole mix as it melts
That's
inside
not
a heating
red,
tube.
that's pink.
A mechanized steel screw pushes the melted plastic into pen molds. The force applied is equal to the weight of 350 elephants. Cooled by water,
That's
the
a
newly
big
molded
elephant.
pen barrels spill into a container below. Now some clear-colored pen barrels drop onto a conveyor track. And ink reservoirs that look like pieces of chalk but are made of polyester drop down a shaft, and a robotic arm thrusts
call
them into
me
the plastic
fat.
barrels. The back end plug goes in the same way.
Maybe it's
The plugs
colorblind.
fall to a robotic arm, and it pushes them into the back of the pen. Now, a chemist drops a concentrate of dye into a beaker of water.
No, this
Just
is just
over
a
third
guy.
of an ounce or 10 drops is enough to turn it fire engine
Paris
red.
Made has been on for
A
a very long
humectant already in
time.
the water will keep the ink from drying out when it's in the pen. Next, he measures the ink's thickness. He lowers a steel probe into it, and the probe turns.
Maybe he will
A
indicate his
gauge
voice
measures
for
the
it.
speed. If the probe turns too fast, it means the ink is too thin. If it revolves too slowly, then the mix is too thick. At 4 revolutions per minute, the ink is just the right consistency. A vacuum pump sucks the ink into 6-inch steel needles, and a robotic arm pushes the needles into the polyester reservoirs, injecting them with ink. Now we arrive at the next part of assembly. A
Imagine
combination
that's
of
how you
mechanical
find out you're
vibrations and
colorblind whilst
compressed air
doing
drive a conveyor
narration
belt
work. Could you
carrying the pen
imagine?
nibs.
That would be good.
The nibs fall into the clutch of a mechanical
I
claw,
found out I might be
which
slightly
drops them to a
colorblind
circular
because
pusher.
I
It
kept
shoves
following
the
the
nibs
wrong
onto
people
the pens, and they interlock.
in horror
The
games
impact floods the
because I
reservoir
kept trying to
inside the
follow
pen
the
with
yellow
ink.
but I was following the green.
Now it's time to top it all off. A conveyor transports caps to a mechanical gripper. The gripper slides them over the nibs.
But I was like, one of my friends is studying to be
Over on another
an
assembly line, they're making a 3-in-1
igologist.
A
And she's
conveyor belt
learning.
funnels smaller ink reservoirs into a shaft, and they drop to a robotic arm.
And
The arm stuffs the reservoirs
she's
into
like,
the small barrels.
oh yeah, you just might
And
not
then
have
a
a very
needle injects them
profoundly.
with
You
ink,
just might have
quickly
some
saturating
slight
the
color
reservoirs
blindness. I was
with
like,
vibrant
what? She's
color.
like, yeah. When I see you in person, I'm gonna test your
The next
eyeballs.
robotic arm shoves a receptacle onto the barrel, and then another robot presses a polyester nib onto it.
Nip.
A robot now slips a hood-like cap over the nib. Another mechanical arm suctions up the fuchsia-colored mini markers and transfers them to a triangular case.
Why?
Down the line, another suctioning arm picks up a
Oh
red
my
mini
God, there's
marker and
3 in a
deposits it
pack.
in the triangle. A steel probe presses it in.
It's a
Finally, a
trio.
yellow-colored marker completes the triangle.
Usually
Now
it's
a
blue though,
robot
not
uses an
purple.
electrical charge to pick up metallic confetti.
And
When the
orange.
charge
Oh,
is
really
turned off,
rad.
the confetti drops into the triangle,
No.
adding some glitter.
It's highlighters.
Next, a suctioning robot drops the top part of the triangle onto the lower case, and a metal cylinder presses it shut. Another suctioning arm carries the 3-in-1 marker to a conveyor belt, which unloads it into
glitter.
a box.
Just, in case it breaks open, you've got
This
glitter all
3-in-1
over your
highlighter
house.
makes it easier to color code text, a different color for each theme. Now, an electrical conveyor moves the highlighters to a mechanical arm. The arm flips it around, positioning it for the next step. A squeegee silkscreens a logo onto it. I wonder how they came up with that one.
That was
Now the
me.
highlighters enter an ultraviolet light chamber. The light bonds the ink to the case.
How did they come up
And
with
finally,
it?
the ultimate test.
Oh my.
Plastic grippers guide markers as they make circles. 700 to 1,000 circles means this particular production line will definitely stand out.
Yeah, see, like you have the pink.
What's a 4th of July
the
celebration
orange.
without fireworks? Brilliant colors exploding in the air, the oohs and ahs they elicit on the ground. Fireworks
Why
are
is it
so
moving
high-tech
so
these
seductively?
days, it's easy to
Because
forget
I taught
they're
it all
not
my
a modern
moves.
invention.
Nom, nom.
Historians believe gunpowder, the explosive ingredient in fireworks, was invented in China
And
around
bat poop.
1000 AD. It's said that in a famous battle, the Chinese
If you collect bat poop from caves, you can make dynamite. That's what they were using in the what's the war that you fight with yourself? Civil War.
Chinese emperor illuminated the sky with it, scaring away the enemy. During the Renaissance, the Europeans invented the type of fireworks we know today. Modern pyrotechnicians use computers to ignite fireworks from a safe distance.
I love
and to
that. The
synchronize their
Europeans
bursts
made
with
it.
music.
Who? The Europeans. Okay. But who? The Europeans. Okay. But that's an entire continent with so many countries. Who made them? I don't know. We don't know. Those are your only two options. With the engineering, probably Germans, to be honest. Things that go boom, it could really be Ireland, though.
Assembling explosives into fireworks is the job of the pyrotechnician. Even the tiniest
Sweden
spark of
has
static
IKEA,
electricity
that's
could set them
plenty.
off. So anti-static gloves are a must. A firework is made up of separate compartments within a shell. The burning fuse explodes one compartment
Japanese
at a time,
fireworks are
creating those
insane.
staggered
Have you
bursts in the
seen them?
sky.
Oh, we'll have
The
to show you this.
pyrotechnician first glues the main fuse into the bottom of the shell. The glue
Explosion?
is naturally colorless. It's dyed blue so he can tell exactly where he's applying it. He puts the bottom aside to work on the second compartment of this two-compartment firework. He starts by spooning a powdered explosive into the center.
Japanese
Then he caps it.
fireworks.
Here he's working on two fireworks at a time. Next step, a brown cardboard shock absorber to shield this compartment from the first compartment explosion. Then a corrugated cardboard disc and a
Mickey.
plastic spacer. It'll take the fuse 1.5 seconds to burn through these two components, creating a slight delay between the first explosion and the second. Gluing the second compartment together is tricky. If it's too tight, it'll stifle the explosion, but it has to be tight enough to withstand the delay. With the second compartment done, it's time to prepare the first. He glues a sleeve onto a case, then fills it with hundreds of stars. Stars are what create the flashes of color. They're carefully measured explosives mixed with coloring agents, such as magnesium for white, copper salts for blue, and charcoal for orange. The pyrotechnician must handle them gingerly, or they could detonate. Next, he adds comets, another type of exploding decoration. He tops it off with gunpowder.
Can I make one on Shimila? No.
Finally,
wish.
he glues the two compartments together, filling the remaining space with the same combination of ingredients.
I wish.
Once the shell is full, he glues on the cover, and the tighter, the better.
It looks
The
like
more
a piece of
pressure
fish.
that builds up, the bigger and more spectacular the explosion.
Oh, I need to
Next,
show you
he wraps
Japanese
the
fireworks,
in
man.
craft paper. The label uses international color codes to indicate the size of the shell. The lift charge, a gunpowder
Wait,
gun
what?
with a long
They're color
fast-action
coded?
fuse, goes at the
I knew they
base
had
of
different
the
colors.
shell.
I didn't realize.
That's what'll send the firework into the sky.
Whoa. Okay. Poor hackers. She didn't see a
When they
cannibalism
light the main
stream.
fuse
She
at
does
the
when
top,
you'll see Big
it
Bird.
simultaneously lights two secondary fuses. The time
I
delay
did
fuse
worst it.
inside the shell, running through the compartments of explosives, and that long fuse running along the
What
outside,
happens if he just shook
down
it,
to the
though?
lift charge at the base.
That's not what our fireworks look like at all. Okay, that's what our fireworks look like. That's more like it. Well,
Once the
well, that
lift charge
size
ignites,
usually.
heat and gas build up inside the launch tube until they explode, propelling the
There you
firework
go.
close to 1,000 feet.
Those are
skyward.
professional ones, man.
Let the light show begin.
Whoa! And that's the end of that one. I did look up this video, but I'm gonna be right back. We'll watch a Japanese one. I'm making fireworks because I need to pee. I'll be right back. Yeah. No, you won't. You're banned. Scatter. Banned. Banned. You're not allowed to give him food in the basement. Banned. Okay, welcome back, guys. Thank you. Okay, this is how Japanese fireworks are made and launched. It's only in Japan. John Dobb. Okay.
So here we are in Yamanashi on the foothills of Mount Fuji. This is a shakodama, number 10 size shell that's so big you cannot fire these in Tokyo. And tonight we're gonna be firing these up, but more than that, I'm gonna be taking you inside of a Japanese fireworks manufacturing plant to see how Japanese fireworks are made. And then of course,
look at them, they're so
we're
cool.
gonna fire these up.
Only in Japan.
Hi.
Giant shell fireworks, a sight you won't see in central Tokyo, launched 330 meters up, about 1,000 feet, exploding just as wide. Big shells like this are lowered carefully down the cannons.
Yeah, those are the types that they use for like New Year's and stuff. They're huge.
Passed down through generations at each family-run company. Today we're launching 12 giant shell fireworks.
Why do I know that
150
stupid
kilometers away
name?
from the city of Tokyo. At sunset, when the remaining light dims,
Why
and
is it
falls
funny?
behind the Japanese Alps, the pyrotechnicians on site give it one last check before the launch. An 8.5 kilogram shakodama shell explodes from the cannon, approximately 6.5 seconds to reach peak elevation.
Oh shit, a bridge. Oh shit, a bridge.
One shell.
Oh.
A lot of work went into that
Okay.
very beautiful large explosion.
Yeah, a shit, a bridge. Okay.
There are different sizes of fireworks shells in Japan. The cannons for number 3, 4, 5, and 7. The number 10 shakodama cannon. But in Japan, they do get bigger, a lot bigger. The rare number 20 nishakodama, 30 sanshakodama, and 40 yonshakodama cannons are often buried into the ground. Here
They're
are the
so
professional shell sizes
cool.
and launch details. These smaller shells make up the bulk of fireworks festivals in Japan, the number 5 being the largest in urban areas. The number 7 and number 10 shakodama are popular launches in sparsely populated areas. Weights and sizes get crazy after number 10. Nishakodama, sanshakodama, and the mother of them all, the yonshakodama, seen annually every September in Katakai, Niigata. It's 420 kilograms, taking over 6 months to make one, 48 inches in diameter, the world's largest for decades. That at my feet is a nishakodama. The yonshakodama is massive, taller than most 7-year-olds, fired from a cannon that's buried deep in the ground.
Holy
Carefully by a
fuck.
crane. Its creator, Honda-san, launches 2 annually.
I've not seen this
as the
video before,
finale of
guys. I
Katakai.
have seen Japanese
When
fireworks
one's
before.
launched, you gasp.
But not this video.
Watch
Holy
it go up
shit.
750 meters into the sky. And explode.
Whoa! And then it's just, oh, look at them all. Wow.
It's truly the mother of all shells and can take over half a year to make just one. So how do they do that? Let's head to the Komatsu Fireworks Factory in Omagari, Akita, in Japan's north, surrounded by the region's famous komachi rice. The CEO is a 5th-generation owner.
株式会社小松煙火工業の代表を務めております小松忠信です、私どもの会社はですね、明治18年1885年
And the Meiji
創業であ
era.
ります今年135周年を迎えました、ここの大曲の花火は明治43年から競技大会を行っておりますが、第1回からの出品をしております、私で、5代目、となりますけれども社員約30人ほどの社員とともにですね花火を作り
Lucky really
いろいろ
isn't
企
a
画を
lot
して
for a
いま
big
す
fireworks place like that when
Each
you
one
have
of
to
these
hand make
buildings
them.
has a special purpose. We'll start at the beginning of the process.
And then they
Step
get
1,
explosives.
Mixing the powder known as milling.
Oh, look at him with his actual mask on, no like that lead lady.
The next step is granulation, making pellets of fireworks
That
powder
lead lady
called
was just like
stars.
lead, hands, let's go. It looks like a big
The
cement
powder is
drum.
mixed with water to make a cement-like substance.
Okay. I should just stop talking. Will be no residual within 5-mile radius. Yeah. I love how I can't stand balloons,
It's
but
hand
these
dribbled onto
fireworks
the round
perfectly fine.
stars. This metal barrel spins the stars, the cement spreading evenly on all of them, making them just a little bit bigger.
How do you know you go to the mall?
The stars are wet, a little powder is added. The process to make them larger takes a few weeks to several months, depending on the size of the shell it's for. They start with a little ceramic ball, smaller than a sesame seed.
Whoa! Tiny!
Soon, you'll see just how big they can get over time.
Add more cement. Is that gunpowder
The
cement?
process is always ongoing, day by day. These balls are done for now and need to be taken to a special place.
Where? To that special
This room
place.
is very warm, used to dry the stars. Everything here except that electric barrel used to spin the stars is done by hand.
Oh! Or they'll leave them
Stars done
out.
drying go back to the barrel for more cement and powder to grow. So to make something like the number 40 Yonshakudama that requires very large stars, you can see why it takes an amazing amount of time.
Yeah. Hire more people. Yep, gotta keep them nice and dry.
The stars are constantly rotated and cared for here.
Oh wow, they're all got like 3 rows of them.
This is the charge used to propel the shells into the sky, also made by hand. The core made
Gunpowder.
with the husks of Akita komachi rice.
Oh.
You may never look at a bowl of rice in Akita the same way again.
Oh, that's cool. It's kind of like recycling.
The drying room can be used year-round no matter the weather, but when it's sunny, using the power of the sun is much preferred.
Ah, look at that, look at that.
The trays are rolled so the stars dry evenly. These are the size of gumballs, not yet finished, not if they want to be in the number 10 Shakudama shells.
No, I want to be in the number
Back
40.
to the barrel for another coating. Many of the staff have been here for a long time. Komatsu-san is very involved with the production.
Don't scare yourself, be careful.
Next, we head to the loading room where the stars are put into the shells. Staff are now making the number 3 shells and number 10 Shakudama shells.
The tiny 3 ones.
The number 3s are a little bit smaller than a baseball, maybe the size of a plum.
And that's them finished? Or are they going to add those 3 shells into the bigger ones? Because I've seen them do that sometimes. They'll like add smaller
These are near
ones
the end
into
of the
big
process.
ones. And then that's how when it first pops and then the other ones end up exploding later. Also, I watched
So let's turn our
Usopp
attention
do
to
it
those
in One
Shakudama.
Piece.
I was quickly drawn to the size of the pellets or stars for the
They're
number 10s.
so cool.
They're quite large. They're loaded into the papier-mâché wood-hard shells lined evenly to the top.
Yeah. What happens if you just throw one? Is it just a rock until it's... I got so many questions and not a person who can answer me, like not a miracle man who happens to be... no, medication's gone. No words. No words.
When it's perfect, it's tapped down.
Expert firework man to answer my questions.
Depending on the design of the desired explosion, another layer is added. Thus, this will be multicolored when it explodes several hundred meters into the sky. It's just the paper. The details in the composition is a mystery, like the paper used here, the makeup, the thickness.
So long as
it's a
there
guarded
isn't a
trade
spark
secret.
generated, you
Same
can.
as the powder mixture.
However, if enough
Charge is
friction
added
happens,
inside
so
the
like
shell to
if
really
I
propel
hold
the
two
stars out.
stars together and like
It really is
smack
powered by
them
Akita
hard
rice.
enough together, they might explode. How can you choose the color though? Do we add colors, or is that just dependent?
The two sides are tapped down, and when everything is just right, carefully, it's capped together like this. The shell is tapped and hammered down. On average, weighing about 8.5 kilograms or 19 pounds.
Wow.
The loading is pretty much complete. The shell halves are taped. The fuse is prepared.
It's just a wee baby fuse. They added on the big one.
Notes written on the shell
see?
to know the contents. There are a lot of trade secrets here, and this is as far as we can go with the details. Let's follow the shells to the final manufacturing process, the pasting.
Pasting?
The shells make their way to this room where the staff is pasting paper to the outside of the shell.
On arts and crafts, women can do it.
The process takes some time, a lot of rolling and skill to make sure it's even. This step ensures the strength of the shell when fired up and also helps the stars fan out, the amount of paper pasted to it playing a big role in how far they go. But the pressure from the pasting is required. The shells may be pasted several times with layers that require drying, pasting, drying, pasting. Larger shells require a lot more work.
And they write a number on the layer. Done. They aren't in the kitchen.
When finished and ready to
They
dry, the shells
also
are placed
need
here.
recreation. Otherwise,
A
they
couple
would
of
revolt.
shakudamas and a few number 7s that will be used in our very own
Might as well
fireworks
put them
festival.
to work in arts and crafts.
Komatsu-san took me to the storage area. It's secured with heavy cement block walls around a reinforced steel box.
Why? No, cooking isn't recreation. That is needed to feed your husband. Because you must admit.
This is where they keep the fireworks when it's finished in a very
I mean, if you
secure
really
building.
want to paste your own
for safety
bombs,
reasons.
do it. But
It's
I
like
say
a
get the
vault.
women to do it, just in case it explodes. Well, I don't think I need to say this, but it's a satire.
この部屋です
This
ね
is just satire.
ここは2号から3号といった直径が6センチから7.5センチそして9センチの花火玉を
Whoa!
使用している場所です
Explosions!
Some of these number 2 and 3s will get used at our own fireworks event at the launch site. Everything needed for the event is packed up in trucks at the factory
I
the
can
morning of the
do
event.
that. I don't mind. The mean people on X call
From
me
here,
things,
it's just
and
a 10-minute
I
drive
just
to the
laugh
Omagari
because
Japanese National Competition launch site.
is
The
there so
procession
wrong?
crosses the wide-open Komachi rice paddies of Japan's Great North.
And you guys are the ones that are interested, so that's all that matters. You guys know what I'm about. You guys know I'm only anti-Semitic for the lols. You guys know I only make stupid jokes.
They launch fireworks here quite often with festivals 4 times a year. Not the nicest place for vegetation to grow.
No, I
as
saw a
you can
lady
see.
today and
It's
she was in a
basically
beautiful
big
dress and
sandbox
she
on the
kind of
banks
bent
the Omono
forward so
River.
that she could sit
For
down,
this
but it was
event,
like a
we had
milkmaid
150
dress.
meters dedicated
And
to our launch.
I caught
It'll take
myself
all
because I
morning to
forgot I
prep
wasn't
everything.
speaking to
The event
VTubers
starts
and
8
I
hours
instantly wanted to
later
go,
after sunset.
holy
There's
shit,
a
I love
lot
your
to work to
tits.
do, including setting up
But
the
I had to go,
electric firing systems and
oh,
field controls.
hi.
I have to watch where I step down here.
I was
Let's
like,
hear
you can't
about
say
tonight's
that to
program
people.
from Komatsu-san.
今日もですね、社員一丸となって、
Dang.
この
You
企画
can't say that
一生
to
懸命
people in
取り
real
組みました。また
life.
地元の響き屋さん、わび屋さん、とともにまた福島のですね、観音さん
Oh,
や
I
ゆとり
just,
さ
I
ん
would
と
have
ともに
really just liked to have
オン
like
リンジャパンの
stick my
花
head
火を
in
一生
there
懸
and
命されてい
given
ま
a
す。
good sniff.
まずオンリンジャパンの花火については、全長200メートルの幅に花火玉をセットをしております。打ち上げ発はですね、上空でバーンとこう開く花火玉は約350発、そして光の線をさまざま駆使したもの、これが150発ほど打ち上がりますので、全体としてはですね、約500発の花火を3分半かけて打ち上げする、そういった企画を用意しています。約2週間かけました。5社の花火会社がそれぞれ役割分担をしながら進めました。延べ人数でいくと100人近い人間が一生懸命関わったというふうに思いますね。
あなたはアーティストですか？
まあどうなんでしょうね。我々アーティストという表現が合うかどうかは私はちょっと分かりませんけれども、花火を作るということに対しては相当こだわりがあります。今回関わった5社5つの花火会社はそれぞれ自分の得意とする花火というのがあります。そこにはいろんな時間をかけてやったり、代々受け継いできたものというのがあります。こういったものを守りながら進化させるということを大切にしています。結果的にそれがですね、皆さんに感動してもらえれば、もしかすると芸術というふうな評価をいただけるのではないかなというふうには思っています。
This entire event was crowdfunded by
I'm
our
sorry, it
only
wasn't
in Japan
excruciating.
YouTube
I got
community.
distracted.
831 backers contributing to this one of 2 events.
Yeah, fireworks from scratch.
The
Full fireworks
Shakudama
from scratch.
cannons. They're separated
They've got
from
some
the other
cannons
fireworks.
that
We
are
got
like
2 for this first event. Komatsu-san loaded our Shakudama himself.
Yoma. I go number 4A cannon. Yonsema. Playing Rocket League. I don't know what that is. But hi YouTube, hi TikTok, welcome in. We're having fun.
You can see the lift charge on the
here.
bottom of it.
Oh no. Stop. Love all the protection in those cardboard boxes for those explosives. I know. Oh yeah! I've heard of the car football before. Wait, why are you saying hi to YouTube? Because YouTube's on and saying hello. Some streaming to someone else's YouTube.
And there you have it. We're going to be launching these in a few hours.
I'm watching a YouTube video, yeah, but
The quiet before the storm.
Meh.
We're all set with just a couple of hours to go.
People on YouTube don't exist. Just suck your happiness. Just like Scotland. We don't exist.
History behind fireworks in Japan.
Language is a
This
video.
Ogatsu-san,
English.
CEO of Maru Tamaya Company and president of the Japan Fireworks Association.
Oh, in
日本の
Japanese.
場合は米の文化ですから。で米から作られるもみ殻とかね、あと和紙、あと
Really? I didn't know Scotland existed.
そういう
What?
のをうまく
Scotland doesn't
利用して
exist.
その世界に
I
誇
can't
る
wait
そ
on
の
a bit.
大きい花火を作ることができたわけですよ。ですから
I
一発
should
の
know.
花火をね鑑賞する文化っていうのはお
That's
そらく
where I
日本ぐら
am.
いですよ。まあもちろんヨーロッパ、アメリカにもありますよ。そういう食事に
No,
集
it's
まってコン
not.
ペをするよう
And
な
I
学校
know
に
because
もある
I'm
んだけど、
Scottish.
今ジョンさんおっしゃるように
TikTok guy says yes, it
日
is.
本
I'm
の花火が
English.
一発だけでもね
You guys exist now? Shut up! Another English
なんでヨ
one.
ーロッパ、アメリ
Yeah.
カは一
No,
発あげて
we
も
don't exist.
あんまりよくわかんない。だから一発しかあげないとブーイングが出ますね。もっといっぱいあげろって。だから
And comfy
文化は違
Jupiter.
うんじゃないですかね。その
Jupiter is a
なんていう
gas
花火
giant.
を
You can't land on
鑑
Jupiter.
賞する。日本の場合は夏の風物詩と言われますからね。でそこへみんな集まって、
Mars is
昼間から
good.
で花火を
Let's go
打ち上
land
げるま
mass.
で時間を過ごすわけですよね。でそれも楽しみの一つなので、その文化っていうのは日本ならではじゃないでしょうかね。
Take offense at being called English. Ah, you would.
江戸時代
English.
まあ最初に花火をご覧になったのは徳川家康ともあるいはその前に伊達政宗とも言われてますけれど、まあ、その当時はおそらく丸い花火はないですよね。すすきのようなね。
Well, where are they
今
then?
でいうおもちゃ花火のこうしだれるような花火で、それが最初だったわけですよ。でそれが
Hanabi.
鍵屋さんっていうね、鍵屋っていうのは、そうそう奈良の
Fountain.
奥からね、いや江戸へ出てきてこれは商売になるっていうんで、で何台も重ねてそれで打ち上げ花火を作るようになったわけですよ。
Whoa.
Traditional fireworks in the Edo period were made of 3 materials:
What's your
potassium nitrate,
question?
sulfur, and charcoal, giving it a dark red flare like this.
Oh, sulfur and charcoal make it. Well, it's grass. Marijuana.
明治になってからね、いろいろ海外から酸化剤が入って、酸化剤っていうのは色火を出すような高温のね、薬剤ですけど、それと色火剤も入ってくることによ
Grass is a
って
plant that you
いろいろ
smoke.
工夫しながら一つの玉の中にどうやって星を並べてどうやってそのなんていうんですか、自分の思うような
Do you have
形に
homework?
するのかっていうのをいろいろ切磋琢磨しながらそれを重ねながらやっぱりやってきたんだろうと思い
Yeah,
ますね。
you're banned.
Now, let's launch those
How do we
500
ban
fireworks
people in
Komatsu-san made and set up for us in Omagari.
Leave. I don't want you
Welcome to
here.
the only in Japan
You're
fireworks
under 18.
festival. Hope from around the world. We love Japanese hanabi. Let's fireworks.
I am. Wants to find out how to.
There are many different styles of fireworks. Varying them is part of the artistry, making a complete body
Please,
of
no,
light that
no.
flows together.
You're under
often
18. There
paired with
is
music
no
to
ifs,
enhance the
buts,
senses,
and what's
creating
about
a
it.
stronger emotion for those watching.
I am an adult who does who does talk about adult stuff.
All right, here we go. In the case of a
How do you do this? Meh. I don't know how to do it. I'll figure out. People under 18 don't exist. You're safe. My name's Isla. The Scottish don't exist neither. I'm just creating yourself a paradox here. Yeah. Hi, Igor. Thank you. You guys. Whoa! I feel bad for dipping them like that, but also I don't care.
Only in Japan.
It was a pretty impressive show.
That
Those
was so
booms setting off several
cool.
car alarms in the neighborhood. In Japan, it's common for people to buy a shell like this to dedicate one to someone who is retiring from a job.
There's
someone who
babies
passed away
playing
at
with
birth of a
them!
child, anniversary, or marriage. It makes
Why
each
is that
glass
baby-
special and personal, shared by everyone who sees it. One shell can be very special in Japan.
About the jaw
Our Only in
problems,
Japan
and stuff.
community
Oh
purchased
no,
a
I
dozen
feel
of these
you.
for this launch in Yamanashi. Each one had a message, including this one, dedicated to the birth of my son Leo, who left his mark on it for the launch.
Oh, okay, that's cute. A baby for explosions. Yeah. We'll risk the baby's life so we can put a handprint on something that's going to explode in the air. Buzz, 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 buzz. Oh, that's
Every
so
year
cool.
in Japan, there are over 200 fireworks festivals called Hanabi Taikai. Competition by
Hanabi
sponsors
means
launching shells for
fireworks.
sometimes 1 million spectators, sometimes on national TV. Some festivals can last over 2 hours. When you come to Japan, especially in summer, you'll understand more about what makes these festivals so special. It's more than just fireworks in the sky.
I don't
Join me
know,
for
it looks
more
a lot
Only in
just
Japan
like
adventures around
fireworks in
every
the
corner
sky.
of the country right here on this channel, Only in Japan. Mata ne.
じゃあね。明日またね。See you tomorrow. It's just a nice wee quiet stream. It's only been 2 hours. 2 hours. I was only supposed to be like an hour. I'm in about 2 hours. But I'm gonna rest up, my guys. I know. I was like, there's a 70-something% chance I probably won't be streaming, and you guys are like, see you tomorrow, see you tomorrow. I'm like, don't know why they're saying see you tomorrow. They don't know I'm going to a convention. I'm not gonna be able to stream. They're being stupid. Don't say them to see you tomorrow. I'm here. I'm doing it whilst I have the stamina, because when winter comes, winter's coming. There's a chance that I may crash. However, my medicines have been updated recently. Well, you guys know I had the medicines, and they have seemed good. I'm gonna see if I can maybe go a little bit further to the full length that they wanted to do now. Sell down Jon Snow. I'm a bastard. I'm a bastard. Wait a minute. I'm Jon Snow, and I'm a bastard. No, that's not right. Bastard. I'm a bastard, and I'm Jon Snow. I'm Jon Snow, and I'm a bastard. And it's still very Scottish, but I can't. I'm bastard. It's Scottish. It's a Scottish word. I can't really do that very well. I'm Jon Snow. Snow. His missus is actually his missus that I like to try and impersonate when I'm trying to do a northern accent, but not his missus' real accent, because his missus, you know, the ginger one, the ginger wildling that Jon Snow falls in love with? Them two were married in real life at one point. I don't know if they're still married in real life, but they were married in real life whilst filming. And she is posh. Posher than me when I first started streaming. Posher than me when I first started streaming. She's like London posh, you see. Oh, yes, you got to go a little bit down south towards London for her. Yes. I'm sorry. My pronunciation went a little bit off there. I wasn't emphasizing my words. Are you going into hibernation over winter? Maybe. Well, I have chronic fatigue syndrome. So when I have good times, I have good times. When I have bad times, I have bad times. And because I am immunocompromised, yes, your baby's immunocompromised, winter is usually a hard one. Once I got pneumonia. Okay, it started out with COVID, and then it was like longer COVID that they just couldn't get rid of, and so they gave me like a second, like some antibiotics, and then I went back and it turned out I had acute pneumonia. I can't remember exact, but it wasn't like a severe case. Non-severe pneumonia or some shit like that. Anyway, it wasn't too bad. It's like you can take this penicillin since we've got COVID stuff going on, no in the bed, no in the hospital. You can be at home, take penicillin, you should be fine. And it worked eventually. However, I was unable to speak very much, to the point where I had to use a text to speech. And one day for it I bought the rights to use Snoop Dogg's voice, and he was my voice for an entire day. It was so good. How was Comic-Con? Did everyone like to cosplay? I wasn't cosplaying. But yeah, everybody, it was really, really good. It was lots of fun. I met some nice celebrities, and it was lots of fun. We had a stream with Snoop Dogg, TTS. It was a time. It was indeed a time. But yeah, so if I feel up to it, I can stream through sickness, but some sickness does put me out. So my only problem with that was it was hard to breathe when I spoke, and even when I did speak, you couldn't really understand me anyway. It was pretty bad. Let's see if you can hear my voice. I won't bring up the video because that's cheating. Oh, I won't. Maybe. I'm streaming to TikTok. It might not let me. Yeah. Holy shit, how is she still getting numbers on TikTok? Stop subscribing to her! She doesn't exist anymore! God. My old account is getting still. Fuck off! Where was it? I've got mask on over here. Here we go. Sorry, TikTok, I have to say goodbye. It's not letting me play it. Take care, TikTok. Oh.
Hi, it is me, Edreed Morningstar. Yes, I'm using my actual voice rather than text-to-speech. It just takes a little while, sorry. So I went to the doctor's.
Yeah.
And it turns out
I couldn't speak, but I still did TikTok videos. It was really hard. But yeah, that was it. That was it. Oh, you're making haggis tonight? Good. Get it in ya. Yum, yum, yum. No me, though. You can't eat me. I'm a good girl. Wall Legend. Wall Legend. Some of the ones, though, some of the old TikToks that this lassie used to make were really hilarious. Number... this one. This lassie made a funny one before. Also has another one. Jelly happened to be their mod. And also get shite frights from other things. This is probably one of the better ones that she did then. 10. Oh, there's a suitcase! Luggage. Aww. Ah! Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. I just saw the luggage and got excited. I'll leave it alone. You're welcome. No. She had some shite frights. She had some shite frights. Also, I should have said real voice warning. It's really not that different. It's really not that different. A voice sounds familiar. Yeah. My real voice really isn't all that different. When I'm talking to you like this is my real voice. And sometimes I do go into it when I'm normally playing games. But this is like how I talk in here. It's not too far off my real voice. It's really not that bad. Wouldn't be the first time, Jelly. Disgusting. Disgusting. Okay, take care, my lovelies. I will probably see you tomorrow. Hopefully I don't sleep through everything. But yeah, I kind of wanna hang out tomorrow. But yeah, take care, my lovelies. Would you guys be interested in maybe unripping fake packs of Pokemon cards? No real ones. Fake ones. Because since I've got books here, I kind of want to have placeholders in my Pokemon thing. Because I got a cool Pokemon card today. I got my first EX Pokemon card ever. And it was one of my favorite Pokemons. It was Ninetales. Oh, and it's so cool. I kind of want to put them in as my placeholders for when I get real ones. I can tell they're different because I collect in English. I'm gonna go fake Japanese ones here. Just kind of want to open them. I want to open them. Play some games. But yeah, maybe we'll do that. Actually ran into a scalper at some shop this morning. Oh, I picked up a pack. There were the Korean packs, but they had quite a few packs in some of the stalls. I picked one up and it just felt really thin. And I was like, oh. And then I kind of moved it ever so slightly, just kind of like feel it, and it bent really easily. I'm like, oh my god. I know for a fact. This is why you get like a couple fake packs as well, so that you can test the difference between real ones and fake ones and see what the difference feels like. And I was like instantly, that's a fake pack. It was a fake pack. And then when I went to buy the actual packs, when I found them, she pulled them out. This is a different style, by the way. She pulled them out and slapped them down, and instantly I could already see a thickness difference. It was like, yeah. Yeah! I don't know if you know this about Pokemon cards, but they have 3 layers. They have the front, the back, and they have an inside layer, which is just like a black, sturdy layer. If you rip a fake card, you can actually see, you won't see a black line. But if you rip a real card, I have done this. I used one of my power cards. I really shouldn't have, but it was the only one that I could have done with. Just to see what it's like on the inside. But there is a black line. That's it. Yeah. If you want to find out, just rip your card open. No, there are other ways. Like, some of the foils are full foil instead of, like, not all foil. And the art quality print isn't very good. But yeah, if you can, like, make them sound like that when you click them. They're not real. I like Pokemon cards and stamps. Leave me alone. I'm a nerd. Okay, Hagoagamosh! Oikavan! Chiriba! I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye!